Welcome back. We aren't wasting any time. Intro over. These were a Target order. It had popped up a while back. I don't know if it was before or after I got slaughtered the first time I ripped them, but this is the second order. Today I figured it was a good day of doing it after seeing what baseball did to us, so we can see if we can make up for it in basketball. Unlikely, but that's okay. Well, stratospheric stars. Not a horrible way to get started, having one of the, of course, Mr. James Harden. All right, so by the way, these ones, I'd like to just get a bigger one of the red, white, and blue. I don't think I've pulled any really good rookies out of those, even the original blasters. Kalbrenner. But we'll see what we get. Magic Johnson, Durant in the refractor. We know we're going to get some refractors. Fears, Draymond, Green, and Queen. There's our red, white, blue. Russell, Levine. For the Clippers, Kawhi. Kawhi, the money man. Link, Monk, Beal. I was going to say, didn't we find this before where we were getting just multiple players on these teams when I did the last rip too? Like once you start getting one, why don't we get a Mavs box out of the deal? Johnson, or there's the Ant-Man. I don't know what I think about the Wolves, the new like purple jerseys they got. You know, because I've gone to some games, seen those jerseys. You know, the lime green ones are kind of cool, but it also gets kind of annoying when you're, you know, jerseys in now instead of having, you know, like the Jordan would have the two original, and then they got the black one later on. And even then, it was like, you know, we had the red one, the white one, and then when they had the black one, it was like, oh, I had to go buy that one too. City, we'll sleeve that one up, but I don't know. Makes kind of interesting. Now the amount of variations and throwback jerseys, but I get more jersey sales, more money for those NBA players. They need it, right? Well, for the Wizards, Chris Middleton. Well, getting a numbered one is already in 2 boxes, probably far beyond what we did the last retail rip, isn't it? Middleton to 99. Williams, Shaq, seen that one before, and Drake. Kalbrenner, Kuzma, Josh Hart. Everybody looking for those Kuzma refractors. Yang, I heard something about him not signing the cards now. VJ and Ace Bailey. I'm going to throw these up. Obviously, you guys have seen enough of this product, I'm sure, as most of us. But that way we can kind of show the different variations. Once again, Cedric. Desmond Bane. Porter. Ace Bailey again. Clutch Gene. Walter Clayton. Well, we're getting quite the variety already today. Here it is. It's funny because I had the horrible rip this morning, and then got a basketball whatnot show tonight. I had these here. I'm like, you know what? With the way that Topps Chrome, how fun would it be to open more Topps Chrome? Glutton for punishment, I guess. Those are 2 decent blasters. which in the big picture is still pretty bad, but well, we got lots of refractors coming here, so Kuminga, Vucevic, Andrew Wiggins, and Garland. Reed, Clutch Gene, Tatum, James Refractor, Jimmy Butler, Allen Iverson. There's another Con, and a Clutch City Derek, Thompson, Chris Paul. I will say, though, that I already feel like this has looked better than the first round I did, which is kind of surprising. So far, anyways. Anunoby, Larry Bird, Hugo, Jace Richardson, and a Dylan Harper. I mean, I'm going to have plenty of these to kind of go through. I'm sure 99% of them at this point will be thrown up on whatnot. Usually I'll do lots for these, though. Caruso, is this the OKC box? Daniels, Young, McCollum, Julius Randle, Pritchard, Paul George, Barnheiser, can't get that pack open, it seemed like there. Giddy, LeBron, Towns, wow. So I think 4 of these boxes came from Target. I didn't keep them separated. And one was from that original Dick's drop where you could get one box if you won the drawing or whatever they did, the drop. Allen, Fears, Johnson, Towns again, KG, Lillard, Dirk, another Pritchard. We've already seen that one. Already seen it. Clutch Gene again. Duncan Robinson, Jalen Williams, Derek Queen. Claxton. Colum Ahmed, Zach Edey. We can say it. It's pretty brutal so far, but I think it's kind of expected at this point. Carter Bryant. Spurs. There we go. Kareem and Ant-Man. Noah. Caro. Dilly. Activators. Dylan Brooks. There's a Shea. And then I guess technically, with what I already put up there, I should be displaying some of these other refractors like the Ant-Man. DeRozan. Hunter. Not a very impressive start for the Megas again. See if we get a refractor in these all. But I've actually seen some more Topps Chrome update in some of the stores, and you know, I said I already had some of these ordered I did online. In Target, I get obviously the 5% back and all that, so it was kind of Wiggins, Siakam. Well, we kind of saw this one have been Kyrie. That is a big moment in time. You are correct. Kyrie It's the player of that series. Just had to say that. Dort, Leonard, DeRozan, Arlo, Sorber. Our first Cooper flag. Be nice to see a Cooper refractor. In fact, we've only haven't seen too many crazy. And we did get the con earlier, but Jaylen Brown, The Fortune, Kuminga, France. It's kind of a good Davis, Ayton, Dirk. I already read this one. We hit this one in the original boxes. Dwight Powell. There's a LeBron. You know, we're giving LeBron a hard time today. But we'll throw that one up there. Should have thrown the ant with them, but that's okay. Plenty of boxes left. Feel something a little bit better coming along. Hard. De'Aaron Fox. Bam. Harden again. It's because I just like basketball cards. It is my favorite sport overall. Turner. I guess the way this rip is going, I might have to change my mind on that. But, we got some good old product. I got some other good boxes. And by the way, I have some pretty good boxes coming up. Rudy. No offense, Rudy. I would like to see Ant on that one. I got some cool basketball variety coming, and football. Baseball, I just don't have as much throwback. I opened 2 hobby boxes this week, technically, of baseball. I think that's a record. It could be a record. Under 80. Spoon Harris, Bronny. Karl Malone. Power players. Small, Sabonis, Kyrie. Boy, this has been a pretty brutal, but not shocking, few boxes. Queen, Hunter. We got Shea, Stratospheric Stars. And Healed. It's kind of weird having that Topps Chrome right there and then the USA flag right next to it. Kind of look like it belonged together for a minute. This is not the biggest hit. I mean, we'll throw it over here. Actually, let's do this. Let's get rid of him and throw him up there. James Harden is bringing the team down. That's why we're not getting any big cards. See, look at that. Get rid of them. All of a sudden, we got another refractor, a Castle. There we go. And the Shea at the end there. I'm guessing with how many boxes I open now, I'll probably be doing some team lots for whatnot. Be a little bit easier. Some bigger lots. Chris Paul, Evie, Kobe, Jaden. Would be nice to hit something not of the normal. Bane. Why are you fooling me with this upside down nonsense? Gordon. Here's our first Wemby. Bronny James refractor. Jason Tatum. You know, just because I'm going to throw Wemby up here. Not a refractor or anything. Again, should have thrown the Ant-Man up there, but... All right, fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go. Clutch time. Final box. You know, I should have just paid extra for a jumbo hobby, taking the 3 autos and the big L. At least I'd be getting 3 autos, right? But if I don't win the drops, I just It's hard to justify the pricing, especially when it's not like the boxes. Have been any better from what I've seen. AI, Garland, Riley, Bill Russell. Make us move, that's okay. Randall, Dylan Harper, Nas, Trey. How are we feeling? For those that have stuck with us this long, it's like you can't look away, right? No matter how brutal they get on some of these rips. Sharp, Jazz. New addition, Clayton, Walker, Giddy. It's kind of a cool photo. Almost looks enhanced, we will say. Boy, all of a sudden we get 2 of those. We haven't even seen those yet. There's that white background there. Khan in the refractor. Neely, there's a couple of Hornets in there. Well, this, by far, this card has made this the best box. It is still crazy to only get 1 numbered out of all these boxes. Personally, I mean, you'd think you'd get a few more. All right, 2 packs to go. I mean, I don't even look when I open these to think that I'm going to hit a monster card or anything. We do have a green. Yang. You know what? We're going to set that rate on these because we're down to this last pack anyways. Ace Bailey. No limit. Larry Refractor's kind of cool. I'm going to throw this one because, again, I'm going to kind of showcase all the different variations we pulled inserts. Well, here we go. We have, for the Rockets, Clint Capella. For the Lakers, Austin Reeves. If there was a time for the card gods to give us a little something, just any of our players we like to collect. The Bucks. Brutal. To 199. Miles something Turner. Well, I would say we still got some fun refractors. I mean, I got a whole stack of refractors. We got some LeBrons, the Ant-Man, so it could be worse. We got the Con Man. Are they going to be saying that by the end of this season? Wembanyama. We got a couple of these LeBrons. 1 Cooper, an Ace Bailey, red, white, blue. A couple of the Stratospheric. We got a Con base, Clutch Jeans. So yeah. And then the Clutch City Con. So again, could have been a lot worse. I think this still beat the last time I did it with the 8 megas, the sealed and unsealed. I think you guys could have to, but still to get only 2 numbered. I don't know if that was normal. I can't remember the odds. And to have it a Middleton and a Turner is something else. So yeah. So there it is. There is our round 2 knockout round for our mega boxes and I guess 2 blasters. So, well, you guys have a good one, and let's get back to some stuff. What do we got tomorrow, Friday? We'll do football in the morning, and then we'll do Fleer Tradition from 1999. That will be, I believe, our weekend, our Friday night late rip, but plenty of good stuff. Then next week we'll do that Bowman. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a tuner. We'll see. You guys have a good one. We will see you back here tomorrow.